What is up, guys? Coming to you from beautiful Tahoe City. I have the dam right behind me. This is the only outlet for Lake Tahoe right behind me. Right now I am on the ACEDECK ARES X1. And what a great day it is here in Tahoe today. The roads are mostly dry, so that is the perfect opportunity to get a winter ride in on one of my favorite carving boards of all time, the ACEDECK ARES X1. As you guys might know, I like to go long distances on these electric skateboards, and so the only thing I was worried about with this board is it being 32 degrees and a 1,300 foot climb up Timberland to the backside of Alpine Meadows. But first, a little quick shot of Lake Tahoe from West Shore. The X1 is basically a downhill longboard, and so it really wants you to get low on it, kind of keep those knees super bent, get underneath the wind, and just get as aero as possible. That seems to be where it handles the best, unless you're hitting cracks, potholes, manhole covers, etc. Another excellent addition to this board is the Hoda tubeless tires. They seem to roll super nice. They're really smooth. You can run 28 psi since they are tubeless, and tend to be very durable and grippy. However, I wasn't about to test the limits of the grip on some of these wet and icy roads. For about 90% of this ride, I really stayed in S mode, but up this climb I did knock it into S+, just for a little bit extra speed climbing up this grade, as it is pretty challenging, and even on my road bike, it takes me quite a while. Well, I think this was about a 1,000-foot climb to the backside here of Alpine Meadows. It's too bad this chairlift isn't running, because that Sherwood Express chair on the backside of Alpine Meadows, this looks incredible. So right here you can kind of see an actual puddle on the board, and the one thing that I do have to say, which is fantastic, is this cushion grip tape just gives you tons and tons of grip. Even when it's soaking wet, has snow on it, it doesn't really matter. The Cush grip tape is incredible, and it just really adds to the ride, and I think that ACEDECK really should put this tape on basically every single board they make. I know a lot of these shots are me like getting really low on the board, basically pivoting that back foot, but I just love this position on the board so much because it just makes it feel super nimble, unless right there I'm going over a manhole. but otherwise it feels rock solid getting low. I'm really trying to think of an actual complaint about this board, other than just the cheap Hobby Wing remote. That's really the only drawback to it. For me, this is really the perfect street board, especially up in Lake Tahoe, just because it's such a cushioned ride. The Hoda tires are really durable. You don't need to put a ton of PSI in them, and you can just add sealant since they are tubeless. And so far, the gear drive is super rock solid. It is like a tank. Just coming down the Truckee River bike path right behind me. I am at 18 miles, one big climb, and I have about a quarter battery left. And if you guys know me and follow my channel, you know that I typically like to run the board to close to zero battery every ride. My channel should actually be called One Battery a Day. So far, the gear drive on the MYX Z1 and this ARES X1 have been super reliable, no problems. I've taken them apart after pretty gnarly rides just to see if anything's actually gotten through the seals, and it is bone dry in there. The grease that ACEDECK tends to use seems to be really hydrophobic and just super high quality. I probably didn't really do myself any favors actually taking it apart. There was no reason, but I really wanted to see, after riding through ice, slush, snow, heavy rain, and everything else under the sun, if there was any issues I could be aware of. Thank you guys for watching my short video today. Hopefully you got some value out of it. If you are thinking about buying a board, I highly recommend the ACEDECK ARES X1. There is an affiliate link if you wouldn't mind clicking on it. If you choose to buy an ACEDECK, I'd highly appreciate it. And just follow my daily rides around on these electric skateboards. They tend to be just a great way for either commuting or just riding around for fun like I do, and putting yourself and your equipment through the ringer. All right, so that's 21 miles. Granted, a pretty tough 21 miles for the ARES X1 on the AT wheels. Pretty solid. It is so cold out here. I was not ready. So even more impressive, I think 21 miles for the board, because that climb also up to the backside Alpine Meadows, solid. That was a biggie. All right, I'm gonna go try and warm back up, and I will see you in the next one.